Okay, guys, this is 1.2. Hopefully you're watching this video. So this is just really quick and simple lesson. So these are sets of real numbers. Okay, real numbers are the sets of irrational and rational numbers. Remember, rational numbers are ending or have a repeating pattern, so they're terminating. And then irrational numbers keep on going forever and ever, and they do not have a repeating pattern. Okay, so we calculate this in our calculators, these numbers that will never end, just like pi, right? We have like 3.14159, and it's never ending. You can continue on and on for the rest of your life and give it to your children and your godchildren as a inheritance to continue on doing it, and you will never finish, right? And rational numbers are numbers that can be written as a over b. Okay, so rational numbers, in this case, we have different subsets. Okay, so these are two sets, rational and irrational. So when you get your homework, make sure that you look at that. So these are the sets, rational and irrational. And then the subsets are what are in within the rational numbers. Okay, so here we go. So for example, rational numbers could be, positive or negative, and they can be written as a over b. So for instance, we have negative 6 over 7. We can have 5.45. Remember, this is repeating pattern, so that works. 1.3 repeating. We can have negative 3 over 5. 2/5. 4.5, right? 1/3, 27 over 4. So all of those are rational numbers, okay? Now, all of these are rational numbers, but they are not integers, okay? So imagine it's like a membership, right? So they belong to rational numbers, but they do not belong to the integers, okay? So you can come from the inside out, but you cannot go from the inside in, okay? Now, for integers are whole numbers and their opposites, okay? So in this case, integers could be like 7 and negative 7, right? Because it's their opposite, right? We can have like 3 and negative 3, okay? Negative 1 and positive 1, right? 103 and negative 103, right? And negative 5, negative 57, right? So all of those are whole numbers, right? And then opposites, right? So basically positive or negative whole numbers, right? And then we have whole numbers. Whole numbers must be positive, okay? So for instance, 0, and this one is neutral, but it's still part of whole numbers. 0, 7, right? 4, 1, 3, square root of 16. Okay. So square root of 16 only when it's positive, because we have to make sure that that condition is set for you, otherwise it's not gonna work. And then lastly, natural numbers are all the whole numbers except 0. Okay, so 0 doesn't count. So for instance, 1, 2, 3. This is not in your book, but I think it's necessary for you guys to know. Okay, so I'm gonna use I'm gonna erase this one just because I don't want to confuse you guys with the answer, because it can be a positive or negative when you have a square of 16. So I'm just gonna keep it as 16. I'm sorry. Okay, so that's basically all there is. Again, you guys, we are able to go, we're able to go from the inside out. So I'm going to just draw an arrow. Okay, so we can go, okay, membership can go from in out, but it cannot go from the outside to the inside. Okay, so basically all natural numbers are whole numbers, and they are integers, rational, and real. Okay, all whole numbers are integers and rational and real. Okay, all integers are rational and real. Okay, and all rational numbers are real numbers. Now, not all rational numbers are integers, right? Not all integers are whole numbers, and no whole numbers are natural. So again, you can go from in out. This is yay, okay, but you cannot go from the outside in. Okay, this is your homework. You're gonna write down all the sets and subsets. Okay, so is this a rational or irrational? And then if it's irrational, then tell me where the membership kind of stops, right? Is it a natural? Is it whole? Integer? Okay, so you're gonna tell me the subsets, and then you're gonna place them in your chart. Okay, so those are the 5 numbers that you have to do. If you place them in the chart, that should be fine. You don't have to write down the subsets, but then I'm gonna ask you during class. Okay, God bless you.